Hello everyone, welcome back to Linguistics 201. This is the very first lecture for the whole courses. So for the very beginning, we want to talk about what is linguistics. Okay. First of all, let's do it from the opposite way. What is not linguistics? So all the following questions are not relevant for linguistic study. So we don't want to know how many languages do you speak. Can you translate this for me? What is the proper usage of some linguistic expression, some sentences? What is the origin of some word or some phrase? The language of some non-human language. You have to add a quotation for this word language of some non-human species. All these questions are not relevant in a linguistic study. Okay, because we can answer why this is not, because we want to know about naturally occurring human languages. This is the goal of the main focus of the study. So let's talk about what is linguistics now. There's no single simple correct answer to this question, because if you are in different camp, if you have different position about linguistics, you will have different answers. But there is a common ground for every linguist. So linguistics is a study of the links between sign or sound and the meaning in naturally occurring human languages. Because human languages generally comes in two forms. It can be in the form of sounds, like what I'm using now. I'm talking using my vocal folds and making some sounds. Or if you're a signer, you speak sign language, you are using the visual media to convert meaning. So the common ground is that we try to study the connection between the physical sounds and signs, and one can hear or one can saw and one can see, and the meaning conveyed by the sound or sign. We try to understand the links between the solid stuff and the abstract meaning. Okay, what is linguistics again? What is linguistics again? So there are different answers from different camps. From Kaiser and Postal, they treat linguistics as something like formal mathematics. So language can be considered as a collection of expressions, a collection of sounds or signs. And what they want to do is to describe this collection of sounds or signs in some formal way. That's all they want to do, and they don't think language itself has something to do with human mind. Okay. On the other hand, Lakoff and Chomsky, they think that linguistics is highly connected to human mind. And also, so there's a quotation from them: language is a mirror of mind. They want to, if you want to know something about human mind, you need to know the language, the human language. Okay. And they also agree that linguistics is an empirical science. However, they have some disagreement about what is to be an empirical science. Okay. And for the third camp, Ross, McCauley, and Jackendorf, they think that linguistics is an empirical science, but they are different from Jackendorf and Chomsky in various specifics depending on the issue. So if you want to know more about the arguments between different camps, you can borrow this book, The Linguistics Wars, It's a very interesting book. Talk about some history, some evolutions of the linguistics world. Okay. So let's talk about our position about what linguistics is. So we think that empirical, for this course, we are going to hold all these assumptions. So linguistics is an empirical science. We are going to make falsifiable claims and predictions that can be tested against observable facts. So we can have some facts to support or falsify the claims they want to make. And the study of linguistics provide examples of how culturally accepted opinion about language may be misguided, and how a more careful examination of linguistic data can help us come to a better understanding about languages. And actually, we fall into the Chomskyan generative camp. It means that we are linguistics is an empirical science with psychological reality. In other words, by studying linguistics, we know something more about human mind. So the quote again, language is a mirror of mind. Since we talk about empirical science, I want to talk about a little bit more about falsifiable claims. Specifically, we are going to talk about not falsifiable claims. When we are trying to do science, we don't want to make not falsifiable claims because they are too strong. They don't provide any empirical prediction on facts. So we try to avoid this type of not falsifiable claims. And generally, there are two types of not falsifiable claims: empirically not falsifiable, and logically not falsifiable. Empirically not falsifiable claims is something like we have something like these examples. So they are empirically not falsifiable. Let's take a look at the first example closely. An alien spaceship crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. This claim is empirically not falsifiable. This is because if we try to falsify this claim, we try to prove this claim is wrong, it's not true, all we can find, the best we can do is we search around Roswell, New Mexico, and then we found nothing related to alien spaceship. In other words, all we can find is the absence of evidence, right? But however, the absence of evidence cannot really falsify this claim, because there's always another explanation for the absence of evidence. For example, someone can easily say that can explain why you cannot find the evidence, because someone just hit the parts of the spaceship. So the absence of evidence cannot falsify this claim. So it makes that this type of claim is empirically not falsifiable. In other words, we cannot use some facts to prove this claim to be false. Okay. Another type of not falsifiable claims is logically not falsifiable. It's easier to understand and is not that relevant to our courses. I got two examples here. Circular argument. P because of P. For example, John is smart because John is smart. This is not falsifiable. This is not a falsifiable claim. Or tautologically tautological statement. For example, P or not P. A specific example is like this: John stayed at Tucson, or John does not stay at Tucson. It means that this claim will be always true no matter what. It's not relevant to the facts. In other words, this type of claim do not make any prediction for our real world. It does not make any predictions at all. So we try to avoid this type of claims in scientific studies as well. And that's it for today. And remember to do the English exercise 1.1. Thank you. Bye bye. See you next time.